Hey everybody, so I got a backup UPS from APC, and these are great to have. These have been around for a really long time. I remember these when I was a kid, so it's been decades. Now this one is the 1500, and it is rated to handle 900 watts. Now depending on how many watts you're using will depend on how much this will actually last when the power goes out. But if you're using like 350 watts or so, it will last for about 10 minutes. Now for Windows, there's software that you can use called PowerShoot, and it will manage this, and it'll manage everything for you, automatically shut down if you were to lose power and stuff. If you're using like a Mac, like I am, you're gonna have to manually shut down as soon as you lose power. All right, so when you get your unit, you're gonna need to open it up. You're gonna need to attach the battery. So you'll open up this door here, just pull the battery up a little bit. You just gotta attach the cable, and that's it. Also, this battery is replaceable down the line if you want to change it out in a few years just to have a brand new battery. You don't have to replace the entire unit. All right, so this one does have a surge protector built in, and it's got 10 outlets here on the back. You also do have a coax, so it will protect your coax. You also have gigabit Ethernet. Now, I'm not going to use the Ethernet or the coax, but I will use it as the surge protector. Then in the front, you got your digital display. We'll go ahead and turn it back on. Now, it's not fully charged. It will also give you a display of how much time is left. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. I'm going to plug a couple things in and then just kind of demonstrate real quick. All right, so let's imagine you got your computer all plugged in, you got your modem, you got your router, all of that. It's going to keep you going for at least a few minutes, depending on how much power you're using. Now, the MacBook doesn't use a whole lot of power, so it's definitely not going to drain it as quick. I'll definitely have a little bit of time to get it shut down and all that stuff. Plus, it has battery. Also, there is a button where you can change the display. So like you could go to events. You could also use how many watts it's actually using, your output and everything. So like there, it'll say your load. As you can see, my MacBook doesn't even use that much. And then you could also do display for the time left. There's also a little graph that will let you know how much load it's doing. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the power completely off on it. There's our warning letting us know that there has been a power outage. That's going to give you a display of how many minutes are left with the current draw. And like I said, if you don't use a whole lot of power, this thing will keep your stuff powered for at least a little while. But the idea behind this is that it's going to keep your stuff powered long enough to get it shut down and not damaged. Anyway, this was the backup UPS. I definitely recommend everybody to have one, especially for very sensitive equipment and for like desktop type computers. Your laptops are going to be fine with that battery, but your desktops, this will help protect it. Anyway, a very important piece of equipment to own.